curled up on a cracked metal bench like a forgotten coat. At first he looked away, just another homeless shadow in the city. But then the color, that burgundy uniform, Romano's. He stopped. Took a slow step closer, the shoes ripped, patched with tape, a photo slipping from her purse, a girl missing. Teeth beaming in a school portrait, his breath caught. Maria, not lazy, not late, just lost in the storm. His chest tightened, and for the first time in months, he forgot he was pretending. 6 months earlier, the boardroom was bright, polished, and cold. Jackson sat at the head of the table, surrounded by executives in tailored suits and scripted optimism. He nodded at graphs, approved expansion plans, and said little to them. He was just another CEO, calculated unreachable, but inside he was drifting. That night, alone in his penthouse, he opened a drawer. A letter rested on top, handwritten, from his mother. Her voice came alive in his head. You sit in a tower, but you forget who built the stairs. His mother had scrubbed dishes in Romano's kitchens for 20 years. Quiet, consistent, invisible. Until the day Connor Morrison, now regional manager, humiliated her in front of staff. Jackson had seen it. Done nothing. She never mentioned it again. 2 weeks later, she was gone. Heart failure, they said. Jackson called. It's something else, exhaustion. No one noticed. He stared at the letter for a long time, then tore off his tie. Weeks later, Dan started work at one of the busiest Romano's locations under Connor. No one looked twice. A quiet dishwasher. With calloused hands and no past. Jackson didn't speak much. He watched. Listened, watched until his knuckles cracked. One shift, the machine broke. Everyone cursed and vanished. Jackson stayed, sleeves rolled, hands submerged in greasy water. You want to know how they live, he whispered to himself. Start where it stinks. He'd chosen Connor's store for a reason, not to catch him. To catch himself slipping. Maria worked every shift. Morning, afternoon, closing. She moved like water, fast, silent, never spilling. Emotion, always smiling. When the younger servers struggled, she helped without being asked, took extra tables. Cleaned without complaint. No one knew what happened after she left. Her apartment was a narrow room with peeling walls and one window that never closed properly. That night, her daughter Elena was burning with fever. Maria pressed a damp cloth to her forehead, whispering lullabies in Spanish. Dinner was half a pack of instant noodles. She gave the bigger half to Elena and sipped hot water for herself. Later, she patched her worn work shoes with black tape. Sprayed deodorant onto her uniform to hide the smell of fryers. She dialed HR and softly asked if she could get an advance on her paycheck. Denied. The next morning, she nearly sliced her finger while prepping vegetables. She'd nodded off mid-chop. A soft jolt woke her, her shoulders trembling from lack of sleep. No one noticed. That night, while Elena slept, Maria sat beside her, watching her breathe. Her face so small yet so brave. From her wallet, she took out the same creased photo Jackson would later find in the rain. A school portrait. Toothless grin. She kissed it, placed it back, and laid down on the floor beside the bed. No pillow, no blanket, just one hand on her daughter's. As if to keep her tethered to this world. Maria wasn't surviving. She was unraveling in silence, and nobody saw. Connor walked in like he owned the air around him. Shirt, crisp hair, perfect smile curated. He greeted customers by name, complimented their outfits, pulled out chairs like a man born for showmanship. But when he passed Maria, his smile thinned. You're late, he said quietly. One more and we'll need to dock that paycheck. Fair warning, Maria nodded apologetic. Elena had been sick again. Moments later, Jackson heard Connor chuckling with the server in the back. Single moms, always something. Then louder. She's lucky I haven't cut her hours yet. He'd reassigned Maria's shifts without notice, sandwiching her between doubles. When she asked about the sudden change, he shrugged. You want hours, right? Or is there a problem? Later, a regular customer praised the floral table setup, a detail Maria had quietly introduced. Connor beamed. Thank you. I've been trying to uplift the dining experience here. He lied so easily, it almost sounded true. In meetings, he praised teamwork. On break, he gossiped. 1 minute calling Maria an asset to the team, the next questioning her attitude to another manager. Jackson listened, watched, filed it away. Connor wasn't explosive. He didn't yell or throw plates. He manipulated with polish. He smiled while tightening the screws. And Maria, too. Tired, too proud, never pushed back. That was when Jackson's gaze began to change from curious to calculating. He wasn't just learning the staff anymore. He was studying the cracks. It started with a complaint. Table 7 claimed they'd left a generous tip, but the receipt told a different story. No cash, no card gratuity. Connor didn't ask questions. Didn't check the cameras. He called Maria into the office, voice calm, eyes sharp. Some customers feel cheated, he